Good morning, folks. Happy July 1st. It is a great day, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. So Mr. Rogers would say, this is your favorite Huffington Post journalist, contributor, and media maven, Kimberly Jesika, reporting in live today from Hollywood, California. And I'm here with a personal favorite of mine. I've known this gentleman for about almost 10 years. He has been a client. We've worked together. We've loved, we fought, we came back together. We've worked together. We've created programs together. We've written books together. And I have to tell you, I have watched this guy make strides, and I've watched him evolve and really do some amazing things with his business and with his life, in spite of what life has tried to throw his way in terms of his health, in terms of job loss, in terms of job gain, being a dad and being a husband and being an evangelist minister and being an author. You know, no matter what life threw this guy's way, he turned around and he just made literally $1 out of 15 cents. He took lemons and made lemonade. He got knocked down and picked up his cot that he was laying in the bed with, which is his hospital bed, put it on his back and walked out the hospital. This is what you call perseverance and victory. He's an author. He's a speaker. He's a motivator. He's a business coach. He's a dad. He's a TV host. He's a husband and a lover of God. And it is my pleasure to introduce to you guys none other than my good friend, author, speaker, motivational coach, Brian-Tracy, author and coach, Karl H. Jones, Daddypreneur. How are you today, Karl?
Hi, Kimberly. How you doing today?
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. The funny thing is, I heard speakers say they're very humble by the introduction. I feel it now myself. Like, that's all me, and yeah, by the grace of God, it is.
It is you. And you know, Karl, you have such an amazing story. You know, people look at ministers on TBN, they look at T.D. Jakes, they look at Joel Osteen, they look at all these ministers, and they see the grace and the greatness, but they don't see the story. They don't see that, not saying T.D. Jakes person, but they don't see the fact that a lot of people that are doing amazing things get up in the morning and have to take a pill just to stay alive. Get up in the morning and have to take a pill just to keep their heart beating. Get up in the morning and have to look a family member in the face that things aren't going well, but they have to keep going even after you've done all you can. All you can do is stand. And that's what you've been doing. You've been standing. So, Karl, tell us about your story. What made you, from day one, get into saying to yourself, I've got to do more and be more of who God made me to be, and realize that, and realize to yourself that you are more than just your job? What happened? Share with us that story.
Well, the journey is interesting because just a quick, all the way back when I graduated high school, I wanted to go to this certain computer company. I was all excited about it, but over that summer, Investigative 7 News showed that the whole school was a scam, and my heart was just dashed over that. So a couple of years, I ended up in college, and then I found this great company that I started working for, the storage company. But I'm still thinking, okay, I need to do something with my life. And I found an infomercial company, and they presented products and services that I was excited about. That was a journey for me there, right there, the journey of self-development.
Wow. So it was your journey of self-development and of how it changed your life. And in between all this, what made you say to yourself, I want to start my business and start living authentically while making a change and making great income?
But when I was working at that company, I started seeing the possibility of we selling products and services to people who are millionaires. I started thinking, hey, I could be better. I saw Carlton Sheets on TV. I was not really interested in real estate. I figured you make money. Like, what could I make money and passion? Then I started listening to Tony Robbins and Brian-Tracy. And I was like, wow, because I had been recently started giving sermons at the church and doing introductions for my pastor. And from there, I ended up getting my cable TV show, which actually this year we've been on TV for 18 years.
Wow. Tell us about your TV show, Karl.
My television show is called Wisdom for Life. It's inspirational programming. I can compare it to Joel Osteen because one of the things people, because they see me on the streets of Chicago, they said, you're different from those other guys. You're not yelling, you're not screaming, and I actually know what you're talking about, and I can relate to it.
It's funny that you said that. I had a television executive say about you earlier this week that whoever this guy is, his stuff is extremely impressive. And what was even more amazing, that he turned around after looking at your stuff before posting it, he says, not only is his stuff impressive, but he's a brown guy. You don't see that from a brown guy. What are your thoughts on a comment like that, Karl?
Well, that's interesting in the journey, too, because when I was younger, my father was the old school. I'm not going to tell you I love me. I just work hard. The only time my father ever hugged me was like maybe a month or two before my mom died. That's because he saw me looking sad. And so it took a toll on me. And so that self-development and my relationship with God started making me the man who I am today, and it made me want to reach out to other young men. And that's what I've noticed. When I started the Daddypreneur journey, it wasn't making a lot of money at first, and then a lot of people criticized me. You're a man. You're supposed to be going out to work. I am working. At that time, I was taking care of my children, and I think I mentioned, Kimberly, I left the job that I was at, which I love, because they wanted me to sell pornographic material. I couldn't do that.
Oh, my gosh. So you kept your integrity, Karl.
Yes. It was,
true to your values.
That's it. Some people, at the job, they was like, oh, wow, I wish I was brave as you. And I was thinking, God's going to have to do something because my son was only 4 months old, and back then when you quit a job, you didn't get unemployment. And by the grace of God, I was able to do it, but it still wasn't enough. So I had to go on a journey of what do I do next? And that was my journey right there.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing. So you maintained your integrity regardless of what it would have done. So was that the turning point? Would you say that was the turning point for you, saying you wanted to start your own business?
Yeah, because I was like, I can't have nobody tell me you better sell this or you're fired. If I'm selling something or presenting something, I need to have my heart in it. And at that time, there was one big mogul who created the possibility of selling products and services from the house. So I actually started out selling things on Amazon and eBay, products and services that I control, that I believe in.
Wow. Wow. So what brought you to saying to yourself, Karl, I want to be a motivational speaker, I want to be an author, what brought you, because you've written several books. You Confessions of a Daddypreneur is one of the books that you've written. What are one of the things that inspired you to say, okay, I'm going to write this book because, it's an amazing book, by the way. It's a really easy read, folks. It's really giving the step-by-step system literally to create their own information products and market it and start their own business.
You know what happened?
Tell us what motivated you to start that.
In the journey, I saw other dads around me, like I said, compromising and doing things like, no, they need a system that they can control and believe in. And at that time, I partnered with you and other PR coaches to help me formulate the ideas that I just had in my head that I just need to get them out of my heart onto some paper. It was even sad, this one guy, he was having troubles. He was a great salesman. And at the time, the Chicago Bulls was really great. So he would lie and tell people, hey, if you buy 3 of them, I'm going to stuck some Bull tickets in there.
Oh, wow.
And it eventually caught up to him in about a month or two. And he was a great salesman, but he was just panicking because he had bills due and the sales wasn't as quick as he wanted. So I wish I would have had something. Maintain your integrity. You're a great salesman. You ain't got a lot of people to sell. And so this book is to help somebody, especially the unemployed like me, because unemployment it'll barely keep you alive. But you need to say, okay, I'm unemployed. Let me use this time to develop myself, which I did a lot. The products I sold, I used them for myself, my family. My son, he was when he went to kindergarten, he was actually able to read and write. He said, oh, you have to do that. But he learned from the reading program that I had. It actually was featured on Oprah years ago. I used that for my son. So all the products, I believe in them and use them for myself.
Wow. Wow. So this is how you were able to use that content, incorporate it into your own, and start your own and write your own program.
Exactly. And also honing my skills, I taught at the Discovery Center here in Chicago for 3 years, a program called Debt Free and Prosperous Living. And that gave me more skills. I mean, preaching is one skill, but being able to get a person to develop themselves, of course, God is our source, but say, hey, I'm better than my job. And right now, with my business, I'm reaching out to executives who are dads who say, I don't want to have to work 60 hours a week because I'm not seeing my family. I'm providing, but I don't see them. So the things I'm writing, the things I'm doing is saying, hey, do what you love what you do, but also spend time with the family.
Wow. That's huge. That's a nugget in and of itself. You know what I mean? And then, can you also share with us, Karl, you started the International Association of Daddypreneurs. Tell us about the International Association of Daddypreneurs. Tell us about that.
Oh, I'm excited about that. What I wanted to do when I launched that is to help dads like that young man who feel he had to lie, or even the person at my point, I just quit my job, want to keep my integrity, but I don't know what to do. So to tell dads, okay, you the provider, don't feel bad. All you can do is all you can do, but turn your skills, turn your passion into a means where you can begin to profit and be proud of the profit that you made because you made it legally and ethically.
Wow. So that was that. So basically, now, Karl, if a mom wanted to work with you, because I see where you have moms reaching out to you. Mind you, there's so many mom companies out there. Would you work with women as well?
Oh, definitely. I've had a couple of Facebook friends who are women. I helped them create sermons, and this one young lady, she just had a child, and she reached out to me, and right now I'm writing a strategy for her. And young lady moved from Ohio to Indiana to try and help them, and then they threw her finances into a twist. And so I'm trying to help her form. I actually wrote a plan out for her to use her skills, use her talent. So next time she moves when she wants to, not because somebody tells her to.
That's amazing. Can you tell us what's coming up next? You also are writing a book with Brian-Tracy, and you're working with him. Tell us about that, because you're going to be coming to great old Los Angeles in a couple of months, right?
Oh, wow, that's almost like the pinnacle. I know it's not over, but that's really taking things to the head. The book is called A Master's Success with Brian-Tracy. My chapter is actually chapter 21 in the book, but it's called The 7 Important Things You Need for Public Speaking. And the thing about it is people are like, I don't need to do that. But everything in life is sales, whether you're talking to manager at work, whether you're talking to, and we all know the dreaded car salesman. You have to know how to use your words or how words are being used against you.
Wow, that's amazing. So, how does it feel, having worked with Brian-Tracy? What was that like for you?
It was, I heard people use it before, but I'm saying it's like so real because his program is one of the main ones that I listen to all the time when I work in that self-development company because they produce, actually it's funny. Wow, I'm just looking at Kimberly, he's full circle. The company that I worked with was associated in a building called Nightingale Conan, and they was actually producing Brian-Tracy's program downstairs from where I was working at. And now I'm working with Brian-Tracy. That's amazing.
That's like a dream come true.
It is. Wow. It's beyond a dream come true. I never thought of it. When the opportunity came, I'm like, man, what I have to say is valuable to put in the book, and I can help other people reach out to dads, reach out to moms. That's great. I'm excited.
Yeah, Brian-Tracy's like, he's like a pioneer. He's like so, he's so old school, but it's the simple principles that you live your life by that can make all the difference in the world. And so, that's a huge accomplishment for you, and I want to congratulate you on that.
Oh, man, I'm excited. And I thank you for that. Yeah, Brian-Tracy, that's what he does. He takes the complicated and makes it simple. And the thing about all the chapters in the book from the other experts, it's about doing simple things to make major changes.
Wow.
It's all about that.
Wow.
All about that mind shift. So the mind shift, so your finances can shift, so your family can be shifted.
That's huge. That's huge. Are you excited about coming to LA in what is it? A couple of months, right?
Oh yeah. Oh my God. I'm counting down the days. September the 21st.
Oh wow.
Hollywood, California. I was there last time to go to the Oscars. Friend of mine didn't make that happen, but I still enjoyed LA. But now I'm going to an event that I'm part of. It's actually going to be giving us like awards for the things that we've accomplished already. It's the National Association of Expert Speakers and Authors. I'm excited about that.
That's huge. I mean, nothing like coming to Hollywood, California and getting an award. You know what I mean? There's nothing like that. Seriously. There's nothing like that. I mean, that's like so amazing. You know what I mean? So I want to congratulate you on that because you are truly making some amazing things happen. You are, and then last but not least, you've had a couple of health scares. What's going on with you? I mean, what is your advice to dads that, that people that, life just keeps trying to throw curveballs and throw them down and knock them down, but they still try and they still get back up no matter what. Tell us, what is that like for you, Karl? What is your advice?
Well, the thing is this. I trust God everything I do. And a lot of times when you say you trust God, that doesn't mean everything worked out. Like when I first quit my job, I didn't know if I was going to get unemployment, but I knew I couldn't sell pornographic material. But God made it happen for me. When my sales kind of slowed down and I had to go back to work for another company, I knocked on 17,000 doors to get sales, and one day they came to me and said, Karl, if you don't make a sale this week, you're going to get fired. Well, I got fighting in the spirit, and then I ended up being the top salesperson by the end of the year. So sometimes when you hear bad news and you're distracted, you say, God, I can't do it, you do it. And so a person is at that place like, I don't know what to do, trust and believe that God's going to make it happen. And here's the thing, Kimberly, it usually don't happen the way you think. It happens because you trust. And the health care, that's another thing in this time. I'm like, this thing in a few months, I've never had so many health challenges in all my life. The last 6 months has been crazy. Even to the point, I had to take medication. Never took it in my adult life. And one day I was sitting around feeling weird, and I read it says to bring depression. I'm like, I'm not depressed, but I didn't feel like I was energized either. So having people in your life, like I got a prayer partner, his name is Paige Gillen, and she's a musical artist. And even my wife and son. So when life try to hit you, you can't do it all yourself. You have to trust God. And that's the other thing we talked about, too, about mentors. I did an article on mentors. Oprah had a mentor. Brian-Tracy talked about a mentor. Even some people don't know this, but you've been following Tony Robbins long enough. He talks about Jim Rohn being his mentor. So every great journey has to have mentors. Even Obama had a mentor. So when we get mentors and coaches around us, because I don't believe that. Well, you're not going to go too far. It's going to take a lifetime just to get across the street moving like a turtle. But when you have mentors and coaches in our life, able to see things in us and help us through the journey. Now, with my health care, it's just a matter of listening to the advice of the doctors. And one of them was saying, don't hurry up back into your business. Let yourself heal and take your time. And so sometimes we might want to hurry up and do things. Sometimes rest is the best thing to do besides work. Even if you love your work, take a rest. Trust God, it's going to happen.
Wow. Talking about motivational speaking. There you have it, folks. Doesn't get any better than that. Mr. Karl Jones giving you some nuggets. Karl, what are some of the places that you're going to be doing next? Besides Brian-Tracy, what's coming up for you next before we wrap up the interview?
I'm launching a TV show called The Perfect Pitch. It has nothing to do with singing, but a sales competition for salespeople around the country to lay down what is called the 2-minute elevator speech. And in that contest, the person that wins, what we're going to do is create a whole 30-minute infomercial for them, because that's one of my old backgrounds back in the day. I know how to create an infomercial and not just make the phone ring, but also for people to purchase their product and service. So I love to help struggling salespeople or even people who think they're great. They just don't know there's other great people out there help us hone our skills.
Wow. There you have it. That's huge. I'm so proud of you, Karl. You're doing some amazing things. And I really look forward to hearing more about the wonderful things that you're doing. I look forward to working with you again. And anything else that you want to share, how people can get in touch with you so that they can hire you or work with you or share more about you or learn more about you? Not necessarily even hiring, but that's great too. But, I mean, if they can learn more about you, that would be awesome, and pick up your book.
Oh, that's great.
Tell us how we can get in touch with you.
Well, they can look me up on Facebook. It would be Karl H. Jones Sr. Also, I have a Shopify account, which is Speaker Success Courses. Also creating a website where I'm helping people get into the college market. That's my name, KarlHJonesSenior.com. And the other thing was that, do an email. Catch me on my email, my whole name, KarlHJones12 at Gmail, KarlHJones12 at Gmail.
Well, Karl, we just want to thank you so much for interviewing with us today. This has been an amazing podcast. You're doing amazing things no matter what life throws your way, no matter your health, family, job loss, job gain, starting your business. You did not let any of that stop you from going forward and being successful. And that's the key. No matter what life throws at you, no matter what you're going through, yes, take the time to heal, but you keep going. When you're going through hell, you keep going. You don't stop and sniff brimstone. You don't stop and look around and try to see how hot the fire is. You keep going no matter what. You keep going. You keep going through that dark tunnel, in the shadow, even when you're in the shadow of the valley of death, you keep going because it's temporary. So, and that's you so much. You displayed that and showed that you are going to keep going no matter what life throws your way. And the beauty in the journey is what, is what it's all about, is the beauty in the journey. And that's what makes your business meaningful.
Yeah, haven't done all the stand there for till you get what you're standing there for.
Amen. Amen. So, Karl, we just want to thank you again. Again, our advice to people, no matter what you're going through, there's always a story to success. You failed forward, and you definitely failed forward. You know what I mean? You failed forward, and you stand. There's a song that Donnie McClurkin made called Stand. After you've done all you can do is stand, and you definitely displayed that. So again, Karl, thank you so much for being the change agent. Thank you so much for being the catalyst to success, and we wish you much success and joy in your future endeavors.
All right, thank you. Appreciate you, Kimberly. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely. The pleasure is all ours. Folks, this is Kimberly Jesika recording in live today from Hollywood, California, and we just had an amazing podcast with speaker, trainer, author, brian-tracy coach, brian-tracy author, Karl Jones. Thank you again, Karl, and enjoy your day, sir.
All right, you too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.